see. So playlist, we have not started that puppy yet. Go ahead and make your way to the center of your mat. And we're gonna do a little just kind of breath work to get ourselves centered and ready to go. And then into today's workout, 3 12-minute blocks. Everything we do is a minute. So it'll go minute, 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 minute. You loop through a third time. Then we move into the next block and then the next block. Then we have a very short cool down and stretch, and you'll be on your way. So that said, bring your feet nice and wide apart. Take the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees. Grab the elbows. Let the head hang and sway from side to side. We're just going to do that one more time. We'll neutralize the spine. Roll to stand. Inhale the arms up one more time. Exhale, fold forward. So really allow for the entire upper body to just melt towards the ground and your legs. I like to sway from side to side. That's a nice release of my lumbar. And then I'm neutralizing, tucking the chin and roll up to stand. Shake anything out that's not serving you. I'm gonna highlight my video. So if you have any questions in the warm-up or throughout the workout, just pop in the chat or pop off of the mute, okay? So let's walk our way over to our playlist. We're gonna hit play in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties here. Great. There we go. Got it. Okay, so I might be a couple seconds behind you, and that is totally okay. Short warm up to get us started, about 4 minutes and some change. Let's bring our feet nice and wide apart to start. Roll the shoulders back. We start with the twist, hands on the shoulders. Cross, twist. Like I mentioned, if you got here a little early, it's a low, no impact workout. 3 blocks, 4, 3, 2, side bend stretch. It's right. 3 and 4, switch left. 2, 3 and 4. To the right again. 2, 3, 4. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Squats. It's a squat, pulse, rise, squeeze the seat. Squat, pulse, rise, squeeze. Inhale down and exhale, squeeze. Last one, down and exhale, squeeze. Walk the feet a little tighter. Drop and reach it back. Inhale. So it's more of a skier or maybe a little more narrow chair pose. I'm reaching the arms front to back. Last 4, 3, 2, it's a hinge. Hinge, hold, rise, squeeze. Hinge, hold, back stays flat, squeeze the seat. Inhale, hinge, hold, squeeze, last one. Inhale, hinge, hold, rise. Half jacks, big arms. I am not really worried about the legs here. This is all about the arms for the warm-up because this is going to be part of the arm work today. One of you did this last night in your workout, so I'm sorry. Last 2 here. This is 2 and 1. Great. Roll those shoulders back. Place the hands. Step back to plank pose and pause. Hold. So in your plank here, hands under the shoulders, dome the spine, and tuck the seat. Lower down forearms and hands. Hands and forearms. One more time. Right down, right up. Last one. Left down, right up, left up. Place the knees, reach and punch. Reach and punch. Reach, big rotation. 2 more to go. And last one, switch the sides, reach. And those of you that come to my class a lot, you'll be like, hey, we do this in the warm-up pretty much every time. Well, the warm-up is meant to get the body warm. And why not do this on the floor? Last 2 and last one. From here, lower down to the back. 3 things to learn here. First thing, hip bridge. Second thing, curl. Last one, legs up. Hip bridge, curl, rise, hamstring stretch, release. One more time. Hip bridge, curl, heels, and rise up to sit. If you need a quick sip of water, if you need to Snapchat somebody special, now's the time to take care of that. Sip of water, towel off. We're gonna start with our mini band at our thighs. Again, if you don't have a mini band, feel free to do this body weight. Got some new bands, so this is gonna be a tough workout. Thank you, Sarah. Came late in the mail. So team, we've got about 15 seconds until we get started. I'm gonna demonstrate a couple things we're doing at the top of the set today. So we're gonna start on the floor, start standing. Side step, back kick, side step, back kick, and back kick, okay? Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, timer starts. Side step right and left, kick and kick. And you'll notice I'm leading on the left side to the right, which means the next time we come around, I'm gonna start on the right hand of my mat. Which leg you kick back first doesn't matter to me. I'm trying to alternate it. I'm focusing mainly on getting that abductor group warmed up. Like I said, 4 glute exercises, 3 times through. You'll see a 30-30 split in one of them. The rest of the glute stuff is gonna be on the floor. If you wanna add weights, we're gonna bring our weights down with us in 8 seconds. So I'm gonna demo the first round with just body weight and band. If you wanna add weights, they can go on the hips. You've got 3, 2, and 1. So you bring your weights down if you want. Woo! Awesome, I'm using 8s and 5s. You're gonna do a clamshell tap. So you're on the side of your body and we're gonna lift and tap. Lift the heel, tap the toe. Lift, I'm holding my head with my hand. I'm lifting heel to sky, this is why I wore these white shoes, and then tapping the knee to knee. Now I'm gonna switch my sides because this is the 30-30 split. Why? I'm dying already. It's a heel, tap, tap, release. Heel, tap, tap. Sarah, I'm going to be cursing your name later. These are really, really tough. And I'm using the easiest one. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last one, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. So next effort, if you want weights, you're gonna place them on your hips. Staggered stance and switch. So it's a lift, switch the feet. Lift, switch the feet. Heels down, hips up, and switch. Hips up and switch. So looking at me forward, my feet are about hips distance apart. Hip bridge, I switch the leg forward, push, release, switch. Yes? 30 more seconds. Again, showing this to your profile because I think it's more beneficial. Left foot's forward, right heel's close to the seat, rise. Right heel forward, left close to the seat. Switch. Now I told you I was gonna do this with weights, but here I am using weights. So you don't have to use weights. You can do this body weight. Good, 8 more seconds, 7, 6, we've got 1 more glute activity. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the weights off, flip over onto all fours. If you have sensitivity in the knees, a little blanket will do you some good. We're gonna take it up, circle, circle, and switch. Take it up, circle forward, circle back, and switch. I feel like I'm writing a business email. Circle back, open, big circle forward, big circle back, and switch. Let the head rest. You're looking down at your manicure or lack thereof. Now, showing this to you again from another side angle. Lift, circle, circle, return. My back stays flat. Notice I'm not letting it concave or round. I'm keeping it really engaged. You've got 15 more seconds. I don't know about you, but I feel like both my legs are gonna fall off right now. Tis what it is, right? Now we're not getting a break. We're gonna start on the left-hand side of our mat standing in 3, 2, and 1. Stand up tall. It's over. Oh, sorry, I lied. Right, left, right, back kicks. Left, right, back kick. Sounds like I didn't have coffee, but I did. I'm just having a hard time. Nice. And if you're feeling like you're just not getting a lot of work out of this, you can always speed it up and get a little bit lower. That's an option for anybody. If it feels like your legs are falling off like me, you don't have to be on the tempo of the music. Focus on one element at a time. So we're getting abduction of the hip and extension of the hip. If I wanted to make it easier, I would take my band off, do a body weight, yeah? Over to the side again. Lift the heel, lift the heel. When I do that, I'm lifting my body and sending it forward a little bit. Cool? 3, 2, and 1. Onto the floor we go. Good. Side, bend your knees. Lift the heel, tap, lift, tap the heel. It's like we're the Lucky Charms guy. Tap the heel. Good. And again, I'm just using my bicep and my forearm to rest my head. But I could use like a pillow from the couch or a cat if I've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We switch our sides. 30 more seconds. I'll show you from the back how it looks. I'm gonna lift the heel, tap it to the sky, tap the heel to the floor, tap the knee, lift, tap, heel, tap, lift. I could move faster. I could move slower. I could really focus on the breath work. I've got 8 seconds left for the effort. 7, we have the staggered stance hinge, not the hinge, bridge, in 3, 2, and 1. Good. So for me, I am going to use these weights. I felt like they were super effective. Heel of the right slightly forward, heel of the left close to me. Lift, switch the legs. Really strong strength set today. And switch. Lift, lower, and switch. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. 30 down, 30 left, inhale. Good, really focusing on that lower back, pressing down into the floor. Push the hips up and switch. Staggered stance bridge with a load possible. I'm using my 8s on the load, but I could use my 5s if I wanted. Awesome, we've got one more glute thing to go, and then we loop through one more time. 5, 4, 3, last bridge here, 2, and 1. Take the weights off, set them off to the side. All fours position. Again, if being on all fours doesn't work, you can always come down to the forearms. Lift the leg, circle it open, circle it closed, and return it to the floor. Now, if you really want to split hairs, you could flex the foot to get really active through the leg entirely. I like to turn myself around here so you can see what's happening from the back. I'm flexing that lifting leg, big circle, circle it open, and switch. I'm alternating my sides. That way I'm working both muscle groups on both sides of the body at the same rate, but one gets a little break each time. Last 12 seconds. Am I the only one sweating? Already dying. We're doing a ton of abs today that are standing. I'm super pumped about it. This is 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and stand up. If you want to add one more element, grab your weights. Place them in front of your hips. Here I go. Step right, step left, heel back, repeat. Step right, step left, heel back, repeat. Step to the other side, lift and lift. Think about constantly pushing your knees away from each other. Why do I have my weights in front of me? To add a little bit of weight, AKA load, to my spine. That means everything has to work that much harder for the last 12 seconds. I cannot wait to take this band off. Holy cannoli. 3, 2, and time. Good, set the weights down. Come on down to the side body. Nice. Support the head, separate the heels. Lift, lower, tap, press. Lift, lower, tap, tap. Lift, lower, heel, knee. Heel, sky, knee, knee. Heel, heel, knee, knee. Heel, sky, knee, knee. Heel, knee. You got it. 3, 2, and switch the sides. Now I'm switching fully, but you can just turn yourself around. You know what you're doing now. That way you have less transition time. I'm flexing that foot a lot. Push and heels. Okay, it's just really hot. Yeah. Yep, this is why music can really help, right? So this song actually is super motivating for me. I'm like, I gotta push. Woo! Finish strong. 3, 2, and time. Grab the weights while they're here at the floor. Staggered bridge in 3, 2, and 1. It's a lift, lower switch. Lift, lower switch. I'm moving a little faster on this final round because I've got this in my brain. I've got this in my body at this point. Again, if you're looking for that front view a little better, push and switch. Squeeze your glutes together as you drive your hip bones to the sky. Now, team, we're about halfway done. We've got about 1 minute and 20 seconds left in seat group. Then we move into arms. Good news about the arms is we can leave the band on for the first set if you want, or you can take it off at any point. I'm gonna keep my band on because it's just gonna be a long time for me to take it off. So I'm just gonna focus on one at a time. Good. 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Good, take the weights off, set them off to the side, come back to all fours, and it's the alternated leg lift out to the side. This is called a hydrant, and then I open up. It's switching sides. Lift, right, right, lift. So notice if when you lift the leg, you're like whipping your back around. Try to keep your back uber flat. Lift, circle, circle, and return. Again, focusing on pressing the ground away from you. We're gonna be in this position again in the arms section. We got about 25 more seconds. Now for arms, I'm gonna do my 5-pound weights. So I'm gonna leave my 8s right here, and I'll pick up my 5s here in about 8 seconds. So give me a couple more seconds here of the work. Hello, outer thighs. You're done in 4, 3, 2. So great time to take off the band. Otherwise, you're on the floor in an isometric bridge. Hands right outside the head. I'm gonna show this to you facing backwards. So my hips are up. Pump, push, pump. The elbows bend and extend. You don't want to lock your elbows. We're working the tricep group. This is known in the fitness industry as a skull crusher. Now, don't crush your skull. You're going outside the head. So think about aiming right outside the skull, elbows pointing to the ceiling. Press the hips high. Press into the heels of the feet. Team, you've got about 15 more seconds. Now, the bad news is we have core and arms today. So yes, we do have a whole section devoted to core, but you're also working the core in the next piece of arms. But here's the deal, here's the secret. We work the core all the time. This is 3, 2, and 1. Roll yourself up. We're in a seated V-sit position. Take the arms in front of the chest, cross, return, cross, return. So you're gonna alternate the arm in front. Forward facing, heels are digging in, I'm leaning slightly back. Right in front of left, left in front of right. Right in front of left, left in front of right. Now, if you're looking for more, you float the legs. You're crossing your chest and you're driving the elbows back, okay? So it's a big front side of the shoulder core move for 15 more seconds. Now, if you've got weird dumbbells and it's really hard for you to lift, like there's not a lot of attachments to them, just go front and back. It's all gravy. 5, 4, 3, 2, come to a kneeling position. So kneeling onto the shins, if that's not working for you, feel free to sit how you feel comfortable. Slow rise up, yeah, and slow rise down. You're drawing a big semicircle. So from the side, I'm sitting up nice and tall. Notice how the weights are not behind my head. I'm drawing a little, as if it's a big steering wheel. I'm tracing a big steering wheel in front of me. Abs are drawn in tight. So I'm gonna get a chance in about 30 seconds to move to all fours. It'll be an opportunity for me to take this band off. You can do that with me when we get there or not, totally your call. So elbows have a soft bend, palms face forward, all the way up. Now you understand why we did that jack in the beginning, because this is the jack move with the arms. Only now I've added 5-pound weights to the equation. I'm done in 5, 4, 3, 2, set the dumbbells down, then bring yourself to all fours. This one's fast. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand, elbow, elbow, hand, hand, elbow, elbow, hand, hand, elbow, elbow, hand. If you want to make this harder, you're going to press it back to full plank. So in the warm-up, I showed you this. You're like, but Mandy, this is core. Yeah, it is. It's core, but what else is it? It's arms. I'm working my chest, I'm working my biceps and triceps, and I'm working the front side of the shoulder. A lot of front side shoulder today. Now you got about 20 more seconds, and again, if you're doing it on the knees, I want you to move fairly quick. If you're doing it on your feet and plank, go as slow as you need to. Put the focus on the arms though. So if you're really trying to challenge the core and you're not feeling much arms, come back to the knees. You're done in 5, 4, 3, 2, come on down. Again, to your back. I'm gonna take this band off while I've got the time. This is what the cat tree is for. Just leave the band there on the cat tree, very fun. So I'm gonna try my heavier dumbbells here, 8s. So again, elbows bend outside of the earlobes, but press. As if I've got a bar in front of my triceps and my elbow joint, I'm not letting those arms extend overhead. They're coming just outside my skull and pressing to the sky. Exhale, extend the elbows, inhale to bend. Showing this to you from the back. Weights come right outside the head and press to the ceiling. Inhale. So I said this is triceps, but what else is it? What else might it be, right? So notice how I've got my hips down. Hips should be up. So next time I'll remember that. 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm not going to dare try this with 8s. It's a little aggressive for me. I grab my 5s. Heels on the floor. It's a row, cross, punch. Row, cross, punch. So as I sit up taller, I'm driving the elbows back, flattening the back. Punch, release. Mind over matter. When I feel tired, I think of the reason why I decided to come to class or create class. I can really help. You're going right over the collarbones. Good. Can you lean back more? Oh. Super close. 9 more seconds. Good. Kneeling next in 3, 2, and 1. Come on down to the kneeling position. If that's not working, any position works. You can always stand if you'd like. I'd like for you to move really slowly for this one, maybe 3 seconds up and 3 seconds down. Exhaling to lift. Inhaling to lower. Yeah, like you're drawing a big circle right in front of your face. It's like we're creating a profile picture and you've got a nice frame all the way around your upper body. 9. Woo! I don't know why I said 9. There's like 22 seconds left. I think I might have seen a 9 and got excited that we only had 9 seconds. Well, not true, right? Next up, arms, right? So we're gonna be on all fours, or In plank, I'll try to do both variations for you again. 5, last one, 4, 3, 2, set the weights off to the side. I'm getting a little messy with my weights, so just make sure they're not in your space too aggressively. Down, down, up, up. If you want a little more work, reach the arms forward, tap, press, all right? Now, if you do this in plank, the hands have to be slightly forward. You tap the elbows down, woo, you press them up. I could maybe do one more. I could try it again. So again, hands have to be slightly in front of the chest. Drop down, press up. Otherwise, back to plank or back to forearms, down, down, lift, lift, down, down, lift, lift. Or plank, forearm, hand, forearm, hand. Now, added bonus, if you can alternate which arm you lead on, that would be great. But I know that's a lot to ask in this time, so just do the work as best as you can. You've got 2 and 1. Last round of arms. So I'm picking up my 8s for this one. Hips high, they stay there. Post-exhaustion of the hips. Push, release. Push. Both arms. Bend, extend. Don't lock. Bend. Squeeze the seat as the elbows extend straight. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep it narrow. Tap the floor, tap the ceiling. You got it. Listen, we have 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the arms section. You're not going to do this again today. We have abs to follow, all of it standing except for one thing, okay? 7, 6, 5, 4, give me 2 more. Last one, rock and roll yourself up. Either keep those weights you've got, or if you're me, you're coming down to 5s. Awesome. Maybe I lift the legs. So this is splitting the difference, right? I'm doing a little harder core with the same arm groups. Elbows drive back, punch, release. Opposite arm on top. You're crossing forearms and elbows. Or sitting up tall. Use the exhale. I think the hardest part about a workout is if I'm not breathing, it's so much harder to do the work. Now, I'm starting to feel super parched. I want you to keep going with this. I'm gonna grab a quick sip over here in the corner. Turns out I'm a human, right? gotta drink water. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on down to the kneeling position. Again, showing this to you from the side. Arms are in front of my chest. They're not way up over my head like this, because it's just really hard on the shoulder. We don't need to get super hard on the shoulder. Bring it forward. Mandy, being overhead right now is really, really, really hurting me. Okay, cool. Come here, come down. Do a little bowl, just the half of the profile photo we're trying to create. Lifting up and circling in. Exhaling to rise, inhaling to release. Listen, I know this is hard. If you need to modify, do a couple with just your arms, then pick the weights back up and do a couple more with the weights. Another way you could split the difference is do one arm, try not to do much swaying, and then do the other arm while you rest the arm on the lap. 5, 4, 3. In other words, there's always an option. 2 and 1. Set the dumbbells off to the side because in our last section, we're not going to use the weights or the bands. All right, here we go, double time. Lower, lower, lift, 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 lower, lower. Again, we could do the plank variation, down to the forearm, press back up. If you wanted to add a push-up in, the push-up would be a narrow push-up, meaning chaturanga push-up. Showing that to you, I would do one chaturanga push-up, lower down to the forearms, press my way back up, do another chaturanga push-up, lower down, press back up. So again, this is serving all fitness levels. I'm showing you different ways to do this that work for you. If you need something else, pop in the chat. Say you can't be on the hands today. Wonderful. Then from here, I'm just gonna lift up and switch. Lift up and switch. So I'm actually on the forearms instead of being on the hands, no wrist-bearing activity. Okay, that's the end of your arms. Rise to stand. Arms reach overhead, 30-30, here we go. It's a crunch, release. I'm balancing. Single leg, crunch. From the side, round. Really not trying to touch the foot onto the floor. You're rounding your back. I'll show this to you from this side. 3, 2, you switch the legs. 30-30 split. Part of it's balance, part of it's abs, part of it's flexibility. I'm flexing my foot. Could I point my toes? Sure. Totally your call. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your feet together. Good. Reach up, return, reach up. You're going to move fairly quickly here. Kind of a tick-tock side bend. Squeeze the legs together. Reach up and switch. Reach up and switch. I know I'm a little out of the frame here. So you can see me in my mirror here. I'm reaching all the way overhead, but I'm not twisting. So I'm not doing this, right? I'm reaching up and over my earlobe. Can you move a little quicker and a little larger? So again, showing to this profile positioning. Maybe you can even move with the tempo of the tunes. Maybe not, all good. Last 8, 7, 6. We're still standing in 3, 2, 1. Hands behind the ears, here we go. Cross, switch, cross. From the side, pull and switch. If it's too much to have the hands behind the head, all good. Reach them down towards the chest. Elbow to knee, get the twist and crunch. Reach and switch, reach and switch. Otherwise, hands behind the ears, connect. A lot of lifting, meaning we're working those flexors. I know it's a lot of effort, but we're really activating the abdominals too, and I stretch through the lower back. Last 15. Now, the last thing we have going on will be in downward dog. So if being on hands doesn't work for you, you can always do this on the forearms, okay? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, step to the back of your mat. I'm gonna show this to you a little profile. Walk it out to down dog. Then from here, lift that right leg up, cross, reach, center, reach to the same tricep. Reach and switch, left side. You lift, cross to the right, lift, right to the center, lift, over to the left, return and switch. Right leg lifts, crosses to the left, back up, crosses to the center, back up, over to the same side, back up and switch. Left leg lifts, crosses to the right, right to the center nose, and over to the left. Good, you got about 15 more seconds. Can we do both legs? Right leg, cross, return through the center, and over to the left. Good. Left leg, you got time. Cross, lift, center, lift, side. Come back to standing. Back to the top. Single leg, lift, return. Now, if you're looking for a little bit of inner thigh, bring it across a little bit. Bring it across. So you see me kind of trying to aim my toe towards my shoulder of my left. Why am I starting with my left this time? Because I started with my right last time. Round and a flex. I'll show this to you here. Switch your sides. Yeah, so I'm getting a little bit of a cat-cow back in the standing position. Single leg balance, try not to land the toe. I keep landing it, but that's because I'm struggling with my balance right now. So welcome to the world, right? 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, next piece, step the feet together. I'll come back to the back. Hands slide down the sides. Big side bend. So in yoga, we have something called side moon. This would be a variation of side moon more dynamically. All right, so really take your time on the end range. Maybe add a little pulse, return. Pulse and return. So if you want to have a little bounce when you're on the side, showing this to you again from the side, I have my hand on my thigh for a little bit of stability, but it also reminds me to stay in the frontal plane. So it's a really nice way to train yourself with alignment-based movement. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind the ears. Here we go. Now, if you want a little more, we didn't do one single squat today other than the warm-up. You could go into squat, rotation, squat, rotation. This is practitioner's choice. That's just gonna burn more calories. Why? I'm adding another element. Yes, Daisy? You guys, I'm so proud of you. Just wanna give everybody a quick look and shout out. Look at all these awesome bodies moving. Yes, Amy? Beautiful work, team. You've got 15 seconds. Oh, Emily's gone. I'm about to check in with her when I get done with this. 8, 7, 6, 5. We come down to downward dog in 3, 2, and 1. Good. Step to the back of your mat. Feet about shoulder width apart. Walk it out. I'm going to start with my left. Left leg lifts, crosses to the center, and all the way to the side. Return. Right leg lifts, crosses, through the center, and to the side. And if I'm moving a little faster than what your body would like to do, this one can go slow, so you really feel it right through the middle of your body, right here, right along the navel. Exhale as you connect elbow to knee or nose to knee through the center. Last 15 seconds here. Can you do both sides one more time? Through the center, and you've got 7, 6, 5. One more time through in 3, 2, and rise. Okay, pick a leg. I'm gonna pick my right leg balance, point the toe, round. Oh. Who knew standing core would be so challenging? Today when I picked it, I was like, let's do something standing. Regretting that decision. So I like to have my arms a little over my head to help with the rounding sensation. Yes, pick up that leg, straight leg ideally, because it's more weight, right? If I lift for the knee, that's fine too. So another modification, the knee comes in. Knee comes in. So if you're starting to feel tired, we switch the legs. I'm a little late on the switch. So we're gonna go for an extra 10 seconds. Love you. Rounding the spine. Punch the belly button back. Yeah, Naomi. You got 9 more. Good. Next up, standing side bends in 3, 2, and 1. Step those feet together, show this to your profile. Double pulse, return. Double pulse, return. Reach, again, return. I'm squeezing my inner thighs together. I'm squeezing my seat. I'm leaning as far as I can from side to side, like I'm a fly caught between 2 panes of glass. Yeah, big side stretch here. If you don't feel this one over the weekend, you gotta let me know because I can feel it right now and I haven't even finished the set yet. Amy, I matched you today. I like this red ensemble. Almost there. Okay, we've got the standing cross crunch in 4, 3, 2. We have 2 minutes on our clock left. Hands behind the ears, separate the feet a little bit. Option to squat or to stay up and make that elbow touch the knee. So I am having the chest dip down and round to connect to my knee. I'm showing this to you from the side. And then I rise. So I'm finding that flexion and extension in my mid-back as I go. Again, adding the squat to get the legs involved as you wrap up. We're on the back half of this final 2 core activities, meaning you have got about 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. Almost there. Whew. Last 8. Option here, right? Boom. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, last minute. We come down to downward dog. Okay. This is it. Pick a leg. I'm gonna lift my right first. Cross, back up, through the center, and all the way over to that oblique. Switch the leg. Showing this to you from the side, just in case you need the profile. Left leg crosses to the right, goes through the center, all the way over to the left side. You got 25 more seconds, team. This is the end. Cross, lift, spread your fingers out, and all the way open over to that right side. Finish line time here. We've got less than 10. Cross, center, and all the way to the left. Lower down. Wring out the wrists. That is it. We're moving into cool down, but before we do that, I want you to come over to your screen. Let's give everybody a quick high five. So I've got you for 2 more minutes. We're gonna do a quick stretch. So make your way back to your mat, take a seat. Take a seat on the floor. Oh, come on over to your playlist and just move it to the last track. So moving down to a track called Damage by H.E.R. So we're gonna take our seat, take our hands to our knees and around our back. So really just allow for that lower back to stretch. I like to move my shoulders, shrug up and down, and then lift the chest. Keep the right hand on the left thigh. Take the left hand behind you for the twist. Lift the chest and twist deeper. Good, inhale back through center. Take the left hand to the floor. Right arm reaches up for the side bend. Good, and then you're gonna bring the elbow to the knee. Give it a little hug to separate shoulder from spine on the right. Inhale to rise. And let's uncross the legs, recross with the opposite shin on top. Take the hands to knees around the back. Send the tailbone towards your heels. Really carve out the midsection, drop the shoulders, tuck the chin. Inhale to lift. Then from here, taking the left hand to the right and going for the open twist. I've got my right fingertips behind me, showing this to you a little profile here. Upper body nice and tall. Then coming back through center, right fingertips come to the floor. Left arm is gonna reach up and overhead. Yeah, if you wanna walk that right hand out a little more, you could. Then I'm gonna connect elbow to knee and maybe even grab that knee. Feeling the stretch from scapula to spine on the left. Coming back through center, send the heels forward. Take the hands but not behind the knees and roll yourself down. Bring the knees into the chest, let the head rest. Cross the right thigh over the left thigh. So we've got a deep cross through the legs. Grab for the outer edges of the feet, little supine butterfly. If this is not accessible, totally fine. Grab for the outer edges of the calves. Just rock your back from side to side. We'll do the other side here right away. Uncross, recross with the opposite thigh on top. So you can always hold the knees, right? That's an option. Option onto the outer edges of the calves. And then final option onto the heels or outer edges of the feet. Releasing that. Uncross the legs, give your back a little massage, nod your head from side to side, and then drop the knees over to the right, look over the left. This is it, this is the last stretch. So we'll just do this side, second side, and we'll rock and roll ourselves to stand. Switch the sides here. Just turned 146, so I went over just a hair. I'm gonna count that towards the 10 seconds that I took over time. Back through center, rock yourself up to a seat. Make your way over to the screen and we'll say our goodbyes. Awesome job.